Hello, I'm Ralph. I have a lot to tell you. I have a lot to reveal about certain individuals who need to be in jail and somehow think that they are above the law, that everybody else has to follow. They have broken the law, and not man's law, but natural law, and they know the consequences. But they think they can get away with everything because of their unimaginable huge amount of arrogance, which is ridiculous, and they need to be stopped. So I'm going to start off with a poem. This was inspired by a quote from the Transformation of America, and the quote was, "Truth lives a wretched lie. Truth lives a wretched life, but always survives a lie," by Anonymous. Here's a poem that was inspired to write this poem about that. It's called "Creative Wisdom for Truth." Truth lives a wretched life, but always survives a lie. While truth lives on forever, a lie will one day die. Lies are littered everywhere, while truth fights to be heard. The liar is determined to deconstruct the truth of the spoken word. The speakers and followers of the lie are often loud and violent, whereas the speakers and followers of the truth are wise and sometimes silent. Truth can be expressed in peaceful ways through art and written work. Creative wisdom seeks the truth and brings it down to earth. Thank you. We have come here to end slavery and bring peace to all of the earth. We must expose all of the criminals who are harming children and the earth and being protected under national security, of course. That's ridiculous. That National Security Act needs to be done with because it's protecting criminals. Now, I'm going to read something. You didn't already know this. I'm going to read some of the mutilation that this woman endured in the Transformation of America. Cathy endured genital mutilation and forced implants, and these people are sick, and who knows how many people this is happening to today, and we need to get the word out there, and people need to understand what. Sorry about that. I think that was somebody's smoke alarm. Or what, I don't know what that was, but sorry about that. Okay. Now, in order to read this part, it makes sense. I have to read a piece of this just to show you exactly what these psychopaths do. It says, "During the next 3 months, I was back with Cox. A muscle in my upper vaginal wall was cut and dropped in preparation for Houston to flesh-carve a hideous witch's face for Senator Byrd's perversion. Aquino provided the ancient instructions on how to mutilate me, and Houston used silver nitrate and hot X-Acto knives to carve the details of the face without any form of anesthesia. By flexing the muscle downward, the face protruded out of my genitals. Not only they did this so it provided an equitable curiosity displayed over and over again in both commercial and non-commercial pornography and prostitution. And she was, and people had these sick fetishes. And it's really sick that somebody would do that to somebody. Like, you don't even do that to an animal. This is insane. These people are psychopaths. They need to be exposed for what they are. Okay, let's see. Okay, and now this, I figured this was important to mention as well. To this day, I'm not certain who instigated the plastic surgery to which I was forcibly subjected, But soon after meeting Reagan and Dante, I was scheduled for breast implants. Perhaps it was done for pornography, perhaps it was Reagan's preference. I tend to believe it was a combination of the two when ordered, since my breasts were no longer lactating. I can't believe that. It's ridiculous. In the first commercial porn film Reagan had directed, Dante produced it in St. Thomas, U.S. Virgin Islands, and my breasts were still tender and swollen from a silicone implant surgery. Now, Reagan was a disgusting individual, and you need to read this book. He's dead now, so we need to talk about who is alive and doing this, and that was involved in this sickening behavior. Here's a passage about how Cheney sexually assaulted Cathy O'Brien and hurt her jaw that has permanent damage. So kind of goes along with that poem that Carmela read about how she's going to want to break the jaw of these psychopathic perverts. Okay. Okay. Now this right here is the main squeeze for today. If I could just figure out how to read this into the camera. How disgusting. Okay. Now, this is about Bill Clinton was involved in coke and drug cartels, but this is really sick. Do not, I repeat, do not. Now, I'm sure you don't even vote if you listen to this program and understand the things that we know, and we've been through. You understand that there's no difference, and both party systems are no good and have bad intentions for the people, and they don't care about the people. And this is Hillary Clinton is a sadistic pig who supports human trafficking and claims that all around the world she's humanitarian and helping other people around the world, but here she don't care about nobody. And who knows what she's really doing around the world? Who knows what she's really doing? She's not a humanitarian. She supports human trafficking, and she has a sickening, disgusting fetish. And we are about to release a cartoon that we haven't finished because we're kind of fell behind because we've been busy. But we're going to be posting this cartoon on Facebook that goes along with this. But I'm going to read the part of this now about this really disgusting individual. Housewife led me away and locked me in the back room. After an indeterminate period of time, I heard her telephone Hillary at the guest villa. She then drove me up the mountain through the dark to meet with Hillary. Although I had previously met Hillary, we had very little to say to each other, particularly since I was still dazed and tranced from the tortures I had endured at the near-death trauma center in Lamp. CIA near-death trauma center in Lamp. Hillary knew I was a mind-controlled slave, and like Bill Clinton just took it in stride as a normal part of politics. Hillary was fully clothed and stretched out on the bed, sleeping, when Hall's wife and I arrived. Hillary, I brought you something you really enjoy. Kind of unexpected surprise. Bill ordered her out of the meeting and took her to my bedroom and made an interesting discovery. She was literally a two-faced witch, referring to the vaginal mutilation calling. Hillary opened her eyes and sleepily roused herself. Show me. Hal's wife ordered me to take my clothes off while Hillary watched. Is she clean? Hillary asked, meaning she's free. Of course, she's birds, she responded, continuing the conversation though I was not there. Plus, I heard Houston say something about her being a presidential model, whatever the hell that's supposed to mean. It means she's clean, Hillary said matter-of-factly, as she stood in retrospect, that all presidential model slaves I knew seemed to be that it's a well-known fact that the circles I knew seemed to have immunity to social diseases. It was a well-known fact that in the circles I was sexually passed around in, that government-level mind-controlled sex slaves were clean to the degree that none of my abusers took precautions such as wearing condoms. Okay. Hall's wife patted the bed and instructed me to display the mutilation. Hillary exclaimed, "God," and immediately began performing oral sex on me. Apparently aroused by the carving of my genitals, Hillary stood up and quickly peeled out of her matronly nylon panties and pantyhose, uninhibited despite a long day in the hot sun. She gasped, "Eat me, oh God, eat me now." I had no choice but to comply with her orders, and Bill Hall's wife made no move to help me in my distasteful task. Hillary had resumed examining my hideous mutilation and performing oral sex on me when Hillary had resumed examining my hideous mutilation and performing oral sex on me when Bill Clinton walked in. Hillary lifted her head to ask how it go. And Clinton appeared totally unaffected by what he walked into, tossed his jacket on a chair and said, "It's official, I'm exhausted, I'm going to bed." These people are sick. They just think they can do whatever the hell they want to people that are below them. I don't even know. I mean, it's sad. It's really sad. And I hope that you understand that these people are very good actors. But what they do is unspeakable. And it needs to be recognized, brought to light. Now, let alone this was like in the 80s, a long time ago, but it's still relevant because these people have horrible things that they do, and they keep it secret. They try to keep it under wraps till they die, and protecting their national security, thinking they can do whatever the hell they want to anybody and treat people like garbage. And we're going to stop this. This needs to be stopped immediately. People need to demand that these criminals get the justice that they deserve. Justice needs to be set. There's no justice right now for these people, and it's sad. People need to demand it. It makes me very upset to know that this is still going on, and these people are still running for office as if they never did anything wrong, and they're innocent people. I don't know why people believe it or fall for it. I don't understand why anybody. I don't know why anybody votes. I don't get it. Now let's see. If you thought that was bad, check this out. You want to do not support the Bush family either, because they nasty. Listen to this. It says, "It seems obvious to me now that Bush was referring to those actively engaged in implementing the New World Order through chaos, mass mind control, media conditioning as a neighborhood. Of course, I was unable to consider disputing Bush's statement, and Kelly was certainly not of a mind to see beyond Bush's twist on her favorite television program. Kelly's big blue eyes grew up even wider, and she responded, "I am?" See, he had the programming with Mr. Rogers' programming. This is a child, Kelly. This is Cathy O'Brien's daughter, who was very abused, just like she was, and many others, I'm sure, that need to get the hell out of there, and they deserve justice, and these people deserve. I just can't believe it's mind-boggling. So Bush stood up and took her hand. "Come on, let me show you my neighborhood." He led her out the door. Kelly became violently physically ill after her induction into George Bush's neighborhood, and from every sexual encounter she had with him thereafter. She ran 104 to 106 degree temperatures, vomited, and endured immobilizing headaches for an average of 3 days. It is consistent with high voltage trauma. These were the only telltale evidences aside from the scarring burns left on her skin. Houston forbid me to call a doctor, and Kelly forbid me to comfort her, pitifully complaining that her head hurt too bad to even move. And she did not move for hours on end. Kelly often complained of severe kidney pain, and her rectum usually bled for a day or two after Bush sexually abused her. My own mind-control victimization rendered me unable to help or protect her. Seeing my child in such horrible condition drove my own wedge of insanity in deeper, perpetuating my total inability to affect her needs until I was rescued by Mark Phillips in 1988. That is disgusting. This is the George H.W. Bush. Now that man is a disgusting pervert pig. He deserves to be in jail. I don't know why these people get away with the things that they do. I don't understand. I don't know how people can do stuff like that. Do something that horrific. And just act like no big deal. Bushes and Clintons have got to go. And they need to be going to jail and pay for the crimes that they committed. Okay. I have an article now that I was going to read. Let's see, probably not going to get through it all, but I'll read a little bit then, because if it goes over 20 minutes, then I can't post it on Facebook. So, you know what? I'm going to read this next week because it's going to go over time. I'm sorry I don't get a chance to do it, but it's a good article from Alfred Levermont, whoever who wrote it. It's a good article. So, I'll talk more about that next time. Thank you for joining me.